Hello, Toya Vibe.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well. So today I want to talk to you about different culture. Like, what are your cultural shock moving from Africa to...
Actually, there's a lot of cultural shock, to be very honest. Especially when it's come to changing of time. You wake up one morning and they tell you, oh, it's 1 hour different from yesterday. You'd be like, really? So that means you have more hour to sleep, or I have less hour to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So that works. Then also, another cultural shock I find very amazing is the fact that they have a place for cemetery. Back in Africa, when one of your loved one dies, they tend to say, oh, bury them at the back of your window or whatever it is. They have a particular place for burial ground, which is called cemetery. So at the same time, as much as you feel, oh, this person is loved, no matter how you love the person, they can never be buried in your house. There's a place for them to be buried. So that's another cultural shock. Then also, we are in the same country, but we have different time zones. For instance, let's say back in Africa, Lagos state time is different from Ibadan time or your state time. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. It's something that I've never experienced before in my whole life. We all use the same time, so it's crazy. So that's the thing. Generally, to be very honest, I didn't really come from a place where I can easily detect cultural shock in any way, because I'm prepared for survival anyway I go. So wherever I go, nothing actually shocked me because I don't expect too much from people. So whenever I see things happening, it's not usually strange to me. But the only difference I can see from back in Africa to America generally, North America, or whatever, or Western world generally, is the fact that they are more diplomatic when it comes to treating people.
Okay.
They don't talk too much. They give straight answer. In situation whereby you didn't do well in some cases in a place of work or in a work environment, they'll let you know you didn't do well immediately. They'll put you in charge like, oh, you didn't do well.
Okay.
And they don't feel sorry for saying that to you.
Okay.
You know, back in Africa, you still have to persuade people to make them feel good that they are not doing good, just to, correct them in a certain way. You want them to feel good. But here, no emotion is involved, but they're still going to let you know that you are doing bad. And when you do good at the same time, they'll let you know you do good.
Okay.
So there's nothing like, oh, they're trying to, persuade you in one way or the other. They don't persuade. They just let you know how you feel. They respect you based on the kind of service you offer, based on the kind of value you offer. So that's how they treat people. So that's the only thing I see, that they don't try to, act in a cunning way,
Okay.
straight to the book. And
so apart from people, what are other environmental cultural shocks? So
other environmental cultural shock I find here that I find a bit shock, not totally shock, is they are more, they're more reserved. Nothing is rushing them. Unlike back home in Africa, there's a lot of things that we feel, if you are not fast at your speech or whatever you do, you are not on the right path. But right here, they let you know that slow and steady win the race, and slow motion is better than no motion. That's the vibe I see for Western world.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
What about the time?
So the timing, you mean the time difference or what?
Yes.
So the time difference actually didn't really shock me, because back home in Africa, I have a couple of uncles living in abroad, so I know the time schedule. I talk to them. But
to me, about the transitioning from winter into summer in Canada.
It's crazy because the transition usually come very harsh. Like, for instance, today we have 22 degrees Celsius. And many of the time, moving from minus 22 to suddenly 22 degrees Celsius. It's crazy. And sometimes it can be so sunny that you won't even be able to get yourself out without using a sunscreen, just to prepare yourself for the weather. I feel it's more expensive during summer than winter. Because you tend to go out and fuel prices are usually expensive during summer. So navigating those two weather is crazy. It can be so depressing during winter, but at the same time, it's more expensive during summer because you tend to go out that's when they'll be inviting you for Owambe, going for an MC project, all those stuff. So
I can see that a lot of people are out today and the sun is out today. So if you had to choose winter, summer, spring,
which would I choose?
Which one will you go
for? To be very honest, coming from Africa, getting used to the weather back home and all, I still prefer summer because that's what I grew up knowing. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, looking at it from the angle of life generally, I think winter sounds good to me because you have more private time to yourself. Nobody is bugging you. Nobody is, telling you to see there, because I can be an introvert sometimes. Okay. I'm an ambivert, by the way, so I tend to go out when I feel like going and not every time.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.